Hi again, folks. Welcome to the Nightcap Blue and Gold Talk. This is a video on the channel, if you're new, that talks about all Buffalo Sabres related things. And today, you're never going to guess what the topic is, guys. It's two words. I'll give you a hint. The first word is Kevin. That's right, Kevin Adams. Well, I want to talk about Kevin Adams again because I think this is the topic on all our heads today. We're smart enough fans that we realize it's not going to be the coach that gets fired the next time. It's going to be the GM. And look, I got the topic. It's not a topic, but the theme. I marked a little thing here. All right, I marked. Adams said he would go to war with us, but folks, it feels like he's using a water gun, you know? And till he becomes more of a scary GM out there, he's not going to. He's just not going to gain more respect. I mean, he's done really good with trades. He's done really good with drafting. He's done good with organizing. He's done great with setting us up with young talent, which is also pieces that can be used as items to get other pieces in, though. We'll talk about that. And he's done good at the mess he inherited and turning it around to a 500 squad. He has done excellent at that, no doubt, no doubt. But he's done poorly at, in my opinion, okay? The delay syndrome. He always waits and wait. Look how he dragged out the Eichel trade, guys. Okay, it drove Eichel nuts. Okay, which I was all for at the time. That I was good with. Now I'm not good with it. Not this situation. This situation is, it's an emergency. We need to make an emergency trade. You should be able to just be on the phone and do it. If you're in touch with all the conversations that Adam says, him and his favorite word is conversation, if he's in all those convos like he says he is with all these GMs, and he has potential trades lined up, guys. It's not like he doesn't have any potential trades not lined up. Every GM does. You have to figure he just doesn't want to bend and give up too much. But what he doesn't understand is he doesn't have a choice now. And other GMs know this. They can smell blood. And they know he's in a position of weakness when it comes to everything right now. This is Buffalo we're talking about. Like Boston, you see them, they're struggling kind of this year. They'll snap out of it because their fans don't believe like our fans that it's just going to continue. And I'm a big believer in energy, guys. Get rid of the energy in Buffalo, the negative energy, because you're going to put it on the Bills and they're going to lose to Kansas City. All right? And I don't want Kansas City ever winning another Super Bowl the rest of my life. Can't stand that team. There's many teams I don't hate in pro sports as bad as Kansas City in football. So I need the Bills to win that this year because my team's in the pits. Forget it. They're done this year. So when it comes to where the Sabres are, we know it's a mess. We know it's a mess. But does our general manager know it's a mess? Or does he think they're going to play their way out of it? Because that's that old saying, you know, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. Yeah, you're going to get a different result, but then you'll revert right back to the old result again. He's got to make a whole dramatic change in this team, and he better do it soon. Like, we need a big trade. You guys in the 80s, you remember the big trade Bowman did with Detroit? When we sent over Solvay, and who else did we send? My God. I mean, we got Peterson back, and I'm trying to remember, we sent over Danny Gare. We sent a bunch of guys over. It was a monster trade, one of the biggest trades in our history. And but that was when... And it looked great because we eventually did something, you know, but it did catch up to us eventually too. I think right now we have to be willing to send out somebody that we don't want to send out right now. I think we have to be willing. Guys, I'm not joking about this. If there's any chance we can get Brady Tkachuk, overpay and get him. Get him. I'd be open to trading Rasmus Dahlin for Brady Tkachuk. That's how much I believe in that guy. I wouldn't want to do it though. I wouldn't want to do it, but if we did it, I'd say fine. We got some crazy big power forward that's going to lead us for years. You know, but Darlene, I think we'd regret trading. But if we could trade out Cousins, a first rounder, some picks, to bring in a Brady Tkachuk, do it. Do it. They'd have to be open to hearing about it because there's constant rumors in Ottawa. And I'm telling you, where there's smoke, there's fire, folks. Brady Tkachuk will leave Ottawa eventually like Jack Eichel left Buffalo. You watch. He wants out. You keep hearing these rumors, it's because behind the scenes there's rumblings, okay? You send over a first rounder, Rosen, Cousins, and another piece, and you get this guy. And all of a sudden you have a monster he'd be one of our top 6 for sure, but he's a monster, this guy, literally. Guy throws 10 hits a night and scores 30 goals. And he scores important goals, if you notice. So if we could get him and make a deal to get him, do it. That's all I'll say about that. I don't know why that trade came into my head, but these are things that we could go that route right now, because Adams has to be on the phone right now. He can't just be sitting pat, I'm hoping. If this guy's stupid enough to hope that the team wins their way out of this, then he's delusional. Folks, he's delusional then. And it's look, I get the early mistakes when he signed like Taylor Hall. That was a horrible mistake. There was some mistakes. But if we were to make a trade for a big name like that, even if it feels like we got took in the trade, we're still getting back a franchise player, no matter what. In my opinion, this guy could be like a 60, 70 point guy, but he plays like a 120 point guy night after night after night because he's his presence on the ice. You know, I wish we could land somebody like that, my goodness. But that's, dreaming in Technicolor, I believe, really. But he is going to leave Ottawa. I'll tell you guys right now. He's most likely going to wind up in the Rangers or, a team like that, or out west, or we'll see. We'll see. So this is what I'm hoping right now, guys, is that we have a GM that has half a brain, okay, to go out and make some deals, even if we lose them, even if they're controversial, even if they're like, oh my God, we traded who? Like, it doesn't matter. Anything's better than what we're living right now, guys. Even if we feel like we got taken, would you really be that upset? Think about it. No. If we went and we shifted up this team and we had like a new general manager and, a new coach and let's say Lindy goes into like right upstairs and, right next to Pagula as the eyes and ears of this team, I think we'd all feel pretty good with Lindy as the president of this team. I would. And then we get in, just these are all hopes that I have, but because it would be more exciting than winning right now for me if we would start doing this, start getting a new look about our management. Our whole brass has to look in sync. Right now, guys, it doesn't. It just doesn't. When you continue to fail the same way, which is the same complaints by the same Sabres fans that look for the negative and get what they want, there's a problem. And right now, I believe if we can just throw down the gun on the ground, put our hands in the air, say we surrender, and let's go get the armistice and let's sign this. We'll figure this out after. Like they've got to make moves, and nothing's happening. So at this point, we're going to have to let Adams go. He just can't do this guys. He can't do this. And it's not just that. I do believe we need a fresh start upstairs for them to feel right, for the players to feel right, and some players, of course. We need some players in this dressing room that can unite this team and these kids. You know, when you're asking 23-year-olds and 24-year-olds to do what 30, 32-year-olds have done for years in this league, that's a tall task, guys. It is. As much as I love the youth on this team, I'm not that delusional. I don't, I realize we do need some help. And it's not like we need a ton of it, but we need help in the right places, which is defense and offense. We need 1 and 1. We need 2 pieces. 2 pieces would be good. It would be good. That's about all we need right now, I think. If we can get real steady, stay-at-home players that just have a calming effect on the team, how would you guys feel about that, Better than getting a hot shot like Trevor Zegras, That's not going to help us right now, defensively, And I'd love to get this guy. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to get Trevor Zegras. Throw him in the mix with all this young talent. For sure, I'd love to. But at the same time, this is not what this team is crying for right now. This team is crying for stability. That's what we lack right now. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for listening tonight. And I'll see you guys I'll do a pregame tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will do a pregame, right? It's an evening game? Yes. So I'll be able to do a pregame tomorrow. See you then. Have a good one.